Good day, everyone, especially to our advisor, Arnold Ipora. Good morning, sir. Now, let's proceed to my thesis for the title Effectiveness of Police Visibility in Calamansig in Terms of Crime Prevention and Detection. For the Chapter 1 Introduction. Crime is lower in areas with strong collective efficiency, where the residents know and trust one another and willing to intervene to solve neighborhood issues. Although policing is assumed to be a factor or collective efficiency, little empirical research has been done on the subject. The research revealed that police visibility predicted police trust. Collective efficiency was predicted by trust in police fairness through faith in the police. There was a light indirect association between police visibility and collective efficiency. For the statement of the problem, this statement aimed to represent the view of the body. By these questions, it shows how does the study important to Poblacion Calamansig. Do you consider the effectiveness of police visibility secured the peace or the place? Are they aware or what is happening in the community? To have a security to the community, are you comfortable or convinced by what information they get? Now, this is the theoretical or the conceptual framework. Police and the community. For the police, trust in the police or trust the police effectiveness. For the community, trust in police, trust in the police effectiveness, and this is the effectivity. Now, the significance of the study. This study aimed to know the relevance on how effectiveness of police visibility in Poblacion Calamansig. Police, they can be secured and assure the security of the community, maintaining the peace and order. For the community, they can be aware on what is happening within the community. For the definition of terms, crime, an act or omission that constitute an offense that may be prosecuted by the state and it's punishable by law. Collective efficiency. Collective efficiency describe what residents are willing to do improve their neighborhoods. Although social cohesion is the foundation of the collective efficiency, what the core of collective efficiency are willingness to intervene and the capacity for informal social control. Intervene. Come between so as the prevent or alter assault or course of event. The fairness. Im, im, impartial and just treatment or behavior without favoritism or uh, discrimination. Now let's proceed to the chapter 2, review of related literature. Within the criminological literature, collective efficiency is defined as the process of activating or convicting social taste among neighborhood residents in order to achieve collective goals such as public order or the control of the crime, according to Samson 2010. Collective efficiency is considered to be an important factor explaining why some neighborhoods with predisposing structural characteristic such as concentrated disadvantage, ethnic history, heterogeneity, and residential mobility, experience high crime rates where others do not. According to the social organization theories, crime occurs when regulatory mechanisms. For example, social organization, the neighborhood's attachment escapes, according to Shows and Mikai, the 1942. However, when the neighbors have opportunities to interact with the other, trust the solidarity increased and neighbors develop and comfort to share norms for behavior. Neighborhood residents increasingly act to define these norms, including intervene to solve neighborhoods problems of in ultimately leading to a reduction in crime and disorder, according to Samson et al. To 1997. According to Michelle 2018, conclude that the way police are perceived to act in more important for neighborhood social processes that people general impressions of the policing institutions. In other words, how people perceive the action of police officer and organization may be more imbling of their enlightenment in informal social control that any instances of duty towards the police generated by legitimacy. This idea fits with the overall finding from the RIA, which shows people police legitimacy had only a weak relationship with the collective efficiency. Now let's proceed to the chapter 3, the methodology, presentation, and interpretation. The research design. This study was made by the means of qualitative methods of research. The researcher attempt to get the answers the to the affirmation by problem and justify and satisfy the objectives of the study. Likewise, it also attempt to know the different impact of their lifestyle. This study used the survey approach of conducting a research. Especially, it employed the descriptive survey and correlation procedures. The researcher determined in this research is to provide data which will help determine the satisfaction and the their community. Qualitative research is generally more explorative, a type of research that is dependent on the collective of verbal, behavioral, or observational data that can be interpreted in a subjective manner. Now let's proceed to the locale of the study. The study was conducted at Poblacion Calamansig. This place was selected to knowing how they convince the effectiveness of police visibility in terms of crime prevention and detection. This was only within the community and people who are willing only to share their thoughts. Now let's proceed to the respondent of the study. The proponent of the study is for anyone who are willing and residents of Poblacion Calamansig, only especially to the adult, to answer our given questionnaires. Only 15 for the police and 15 in the community. The quota sampling techniques was utilized in the study. This technique generally for only 15 for the police who come first and also the of the community. Now let's proceed to the instrument. Research instrument used in the research study are survey questionnaire forms, checklists, and rating scales. This chosen instrument will be used in the collections of data are to test the effectiveness of police visibility in Calamansig in terms of crime prevention and detection. Survey forms will be used in data collection as systematically prepared from with a set of questions designed, designed to get produced responses from respondents. Researchers already have a ready-made of comprehensive set of questions. Structure survey form will be used in the skills prepared by the researchers. There are 5 likers items. These liker items are inside a table. Each column heads has a corresponding skills. These are strongly agree, moderately agree, disagree, and strongly disagree, on which a subject indicates his or her uh, response by checking tick marks. These skills are used to see how satisfied they are in the condition of the community, of their community rather. Now this is the result. This result come from the data gathered from the respondent, and it was surveyed from the Poblacion Calamansig, Sultan Kudarat. Now this is the uh, table of content table. Based on the data results from gathering survey questionnaire, police are strongly agreed about the effectiveness of police visibility in terms of crime prevention and detection. For the communities, observation about the effectiveness of police visibility in terms of crime prevention and detection. We can see the table above that show the data where everyone in the community strongly agreed by the police. Now this is the table for the police. For the police, they are strongly agreed about the information they gathered on the effectiveness of police visibility in terms of crime prevention and detection, observation on the security system, peace and order condition, mingle of people, populates, the thickly people stayed, observation about entering or going out of the individual, awareness on the possible cause and effect, and also how strongly the data they gathered. This is the community table. For the community, they are strongly agreed about the information they gathered on the effectiveness of police in visibility in terms of crime prevention and detection, observation on the security system, peace and order condition, mingle of people, populates the thickly people state, observation about entering or going out of the individual, awareness of the possible cause and effect, and also how strongly the data they gathered. Now this is the legend of description. Number 5, strongly agree. Number 4, agreed. Number 3, moderate agree. Number 2, disagree. And number 1, strongly disagree. Those respondents represent the data to all about what were inside. Based on the result of the survey, it shows that the police the and the community strongly agreed about the effectiveness of police visibility in terms of crime prevention and detection, and also for the community. We surveyed 15 police of the and the 15 people of the community, asking about their gender. Out of the 30 questioners, 3 policewomen and 12 policemen only answered as on the given questionnaire. And for the people in the community, only 4 male and 11 female rather. Now this is the table. To get the result number, the total result in every respondent are 8 based on the survey questionnaire. Every skills have 120 total out of 15 respondents for the police response. Now this is the police, and this is the community. Now let's proceed to the chapter 4, conclusion. Therefore, I conclude that either the community of Poblacion Calamansig, Sultan Kudarat, or the police achieve the effectiveness of in the visibility in terms of crime prevention and detection. It is not hard for the police and to the community about their security when they are helping each other by exchanging data and trusting each other. Based on the results, we can see that they are strongly agreed and ready for any kind of possible problem which they are sorely fix it on time. By trusting each other, everyone is safe and responsive. Service may applied. For the recommendation, I recommend that do not be complacent based on what you see. You cannot handle everyone for making any unwanted things, and do not abuse the good doing, and also do not make any ruthless thing to cut the tea between the peace and chaos. That's all. Now thank you for listening, and thank you for watching to my uh, thesis proposal or thesis defense. Bye.